Peace, family. Welcome back to the Table of the Kings podcast. This one's a wild one. Take a look.
I have literally never been so depressed. I've never hated another person more than I hate the person that I married. I do everything for everybody in my life, like me, my kids, him. He goes to work and works enough. That's it. He works. Yeah, his job's hard. Yeah, his hours suck. But he works. That is all he does. I am in a different town because I had to take my kids to their football practice. And I asked him to watch our daughter. And you know what he did? He slept. He slept since he got home. What did I do? I did homework.
So, if he works long hours and his job is hard, and your duties are at home, he's out there, battling the world and battling people at his job and assuming going to work early and coming home very late. You know what? Let's just continue first. I want to see what else she got to say.
Fed the kids. I took my son to speech. I went to the bank. I paid people to mow my yard because, he can't mow the yard anymore. I, like I said, made sure homework got done. I got them ready for football. I took them to football. I tried taking care of myself and went on a walk, but, when I started realizing I hadn't heard from him, I'm calling and calling and calling and begging for the bare minimum of him to watch our fucking daughter.
One of the main problems of men is they put their job before their family. And I already know the excuse. They're providing. They're paying for the bills. That may be true, but you're not providing physically and emotionally.
I wonder if this guy is trolling because, boy, man, I tell you, there are simps in every culture, man. I don't think most people understand what it really takes to provide and protect. I think they think it's sheesh, I forgot to put lotion on. Don't laugh at me, alright? But it's crazy, man. I don't think people understand. I don't think most people understand, or women don't understand, how hard it is to provide and protect, especially in today's economy. I'm not sure if this guy is trolling, but there are simps in every culture.
I am 30 years old and I'm literally begging for the bare minimum every single day. I am a married single mom. That's what I am.
So you already a stay-at-home mom. So if he comes home from work, you said his job is hard and he works very long hours. If you are a stay-at-home mom, which you wanted to be, and he didn't mind that, because obviously you will be taking care of the children, and he'll be killing himself at work, pretty much, which sounds like he's pretty much already doing. So if he's working long hours and has a very hard job, he comes home, take care of the kids, and has to wake up and go to the same thing over tomorrow. So is he supposed to take on not just his primary responsibility and then come home, take care of yours? I mean, you're not working. I can understand if you were working, then that would be understandable, where you kind of share some of the responsibilities at home to some extent. If you're working as well, obviously that means he'll be, working less hours. He won't need to work so many hours, where he can come home and have the energy to deal with kids and so on and so forth. But if he's the only one primarily bringing in income to support financially, and you're at home, that's your job. That is fully your job. There should be no reason why this man is working a hard job and working so many hours to come home and not have to share responsibilities with you when you're not working. Where do men find women like this? I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't work, but the amount of weight I carry, I've been applying for jobs. I mean, I can tell you right now, the reason women stay in relationships is one, because they don't have the means.
So now your husband is trash, pretty much. This is crazy.
Financially, like a house, to the idea of a family.
This sounds so crazy to me. It irks my nerves a little bit. So you got a man who's fully taking on his responsibility of providing, where you don't have to work, and now you're talking about getting a job so you can go to work and then still have to come home and take care of the kids at the same time. So you're adding more to your plate when you had less on your plate.
I can tell you why I've stayed. Money. It's that simple. I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom.
So you never loved the man. You never really wanted to be with him. This is why they say women love based on conditions. When the man really loves, he really loves you. Because he'll kill himself. He'll do whatever it would take to provide and protect for you. But women don't look at these simple things that men do when they go out there and they kill themselves and they do the best that they can and work long hours, work the jobs they don't necessarily want to work, but they work it because they want to assure the protection and the provision of their families. So now he's trash, and you're gonna go find a job just to add more to your plate and still have to take on the responsibilities at home.
Me to be a stay-at-home mom. Now he just doesn't care because he doesn't care about anything. I shouldn't have to wake a 32-year-old man up for work. No matter what shift, first, second, third, I shouldn't have to wake him up for work.
So if you don't, okay, I could understand that is solely his responsibility, right? But if you're saying you shouldn't have to wake a 35-year-old man up for work, why should a 35-year-old man have to go to work long hours and break himself to come home to help you take on your responsibilities that you're supposed to take care of inside the house? So if it's not your job to wake him up for work, why is it his job to assure that you're not working 24 hours a day? I mean, I'm sorry, you're not working 8 to 12 hours a day, where you can solely take care of your responsibilities at home. So why should he have to come home and help you, knowing that he's going to be tired and have to wake up the next morning to do it all over again? And this is why I'm a big advocate for polygamy, because a lot of women complain about the duties and the work that goes on in the household, and they don't seem to understand that it's equally as hard for a man to go out there and earn income. Because now if we're talking about polygamy, we're talking about now the woman has additional help. And not just that, he may have additional help if they structure it the right way. Women like this, it irks my nerves, man.
I shouldn't have to tell him what time to set an alarm if I can't wake him up. I shouldn't have to call or make people go wake him up. I shouldn't tell a grown man that he probably should shower after working all day. I shouldn't have to tell him to brush his teeth. I shouldn't have to tell him to feed his kids while he's taking care of them. I shouldn't have to tell him to watch his kids. I shouldn't have to tell him what to put the kids in when it comes to clothes. I shouldn't have to tell him where the clothes are. He doesn't even know my kid's teacher's name.
Why does he have to know all of these things? Yo, this pisses me off so bad, so much, man. Jesus.
I shouldn't have to manage his schedule and mine and my kids. I shouldn't have to tell him, hey, you need to refill your medicine.
Maybe I'm wrong. Tell me in the comments exactly what you're thinking, especially if you're a woman and you agree with the things that she is saying. Because if this was me and she's putting our business on social media like this, I would have easily divorced her the next day. I don't care what issues we have, and you don't put it on social media for someone else to see. But this is what makes for great content because people do things like this anyway. So it gives us the opportunity to be able to give our 2 cents and give our opinion. I want to know exactly what you guys agree with based on what she is saying and what you don't agree with.
Hey, you need a doctor's appointment. Hey, you should probably get your oil changed. Hey, your brakes don't sound good. Not only tell him, but then I have to call and schedule that oil change because will he do it himself? No. Will he call himself? No.
Then what are you there for? If if the woman's job is to support the man in every area of his life where he can go out there and provide you the best life as possible, and you're complaining about scheduling his oil changes, have you ever thought, well, she's not giving specific details that would give us the ability to really put things into context, but if he's really working long hours, like you say, and he has a very hard job, don't you think that while the kids are in school, you have the ability to drop him off and go to the oil change? If he's working long hours, maybe he doesn't have time to do it, or he doesn't get out of work in time to make it to do the oil change. And people wonder, or women wonder, why men sleep with their their assistants. Because the point is, she's assisting him. She's helping him because he has the most hardest job in the world to provide and protect for a family. And he's the sole provider. And majority of men particularly want to be the sole provider because we understand how hard the workforce is and what we deal with on a day-to-day basis, and we don't want them to go through the same thing.
I am raising another kid.
It doesn't require a whole lot of effort to just be a basic husband and father.
This guy's a simp. Please don't listen to this guy, man.
Be a basic husband and father. That's all she's asking for. That's it. Minimum effort. And he can't even provide that.
Jeez, man, you got simps everywhere. No matter where you go, you got simps. It's crazy to me, man. It's crazy to me what men have to go through in order to have a peaceful life. And we don't assume that everything is gonna be. We don't assume that everything is gonna be peaceful at all times, but this right here is just the ultimate disrespect to put your husband on social media like this. I mean, I'm pretty sure the people that follow her on Facebook, they are aware of who her husband is. If her family or her friends are following her, they all are aware who her husband is. So he's being publicly humiliated on social media. And I just don't understand if this man has a very hard schedule and a very hard job, how she expects him not only to do his job, but then to come home to deal with her negative attitude and unappreciative attitude, ungrateful attitude, and then still have to help her maintain the simplest job that she has to do at home. And this other guy, whatever his name is, talking about she's asking for the basics and he can't provide that. He's asking for the basics and she can't provide that. Simply as the man come home, have something prepared for him because you know he has a hard day at work. You said it yourself, he has a hard job and he works long hours. So you mean it, so it's crazy. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. I can't even believe I just watched this.